Welcome to the Miscellaneous Film Festival, the podcast for curiously curated films. I'm Jacin. We're here to talk about brand movies made by brands to try to get you excited about what they're selling without realizing it's a commercial. Or maybe not. In the case of this movie, The Masacre, that was made by KFC.
God!
KFC Spain.
So good!
This special promotional movie, it's only like 14 minutes long.
Okay.
It's the weirdest thing ever, yeah?
I thought because you sent me the video, and I had so many questions.
Well, we were talking with Josh Zagoren of Chad the
that's
Bird.
me. Hi.
Welcome back again.
I'm Josh Zagoren. That's nice to see you. You sent me this movie, and I was like, I don't know what this is. It's a short film. I do a bunch of horror streams with my buddy Robin Lee, a.k.a. Lucy Ball, who's a goat demon puppet.
Oh, yeah.
Go follow Lucy Ball, please. They review horror films.
I saw you guys did a whole episode about Halloween movies with Dr. Aaron Christensen.
Yeah, that's so Dr. AC, who's a Chicago guy. Also, go find us on his channel. We do streaming and screaming on his channel. We watch 3 horror films, and Dr. AC is like the Leonard Maltin of horror films. Like his 2 books.
He will die by gremlins.
Yes, he will be eaten by gremlins. And honestly, if that happened to him, I guarantee you his last thought would be, "Thank goodness, this is how I went." But Hidden Horror and Horror 101 are his compendiums, and if you do not own them, then you are missing out on being a true horror freak, because he has movies you've never heard of. And Robin also, Lucy, is another one. He loves classic, like Santos Mexican wrestler
you got to
films.
show him this one then, for sure.
Yeah, well, that's one of the reasons I was like freaked out about this, because I was like, I thought it was going to be one of those.
Okay.
And it was not.
In no way.
In fact.
At
all.
So what it is, if you guys go on YouTube right now, you can find it for free anywhere. It's called The Massacre. The Massacre
La Massacre.
done by KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken.
And I thought that was the name. Oh my God. I thought that was the name of the production company.
It opens with
KFC.
that. It opens with a card that says Kentucky Film Company.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, that's clever. And it's a total fake out, because then I looked at the thing below. I was like, no, it is that KFC.
Right.
Produced a film in Spanish.
In Spain, well, it was
for KFC Spain.
KFC Spain
or whatever
was trying to promote a new product where it was called the pollizza.
Pollizza.
They're basically saying instead of
chicken pizza. It's a chicken pizza.
Yeah, they make like schnitzel,
right?
and then put marinara sauce.
Genius.
It's basically chicken parmesan.
Great, love it. No notes.
So to promote it, they got this ad company called Poison Studio 21 to make a horror short about 5 friends who go to a cabin in the woods. One of them was supposed to bring the food, the other one was supposed to bring the beer, but they both only brought beer, so they have to order pizza from this mysterious pizza place that there's an ad for on the fridge. And
it's everything you're expecting.
What arrives, like 5 minutes after they make the phone call, is boxes of just plain crust, and then the crust is like zombifies and attacks them, and that's the whole ad campaign is that crust is bad, stay away from crust, it will kill you.
Just eat chicken parm.
Just eat chicken parm.
Oh, and what a message that I can get behind, because I'm like, yeah, man, I approve this message. Sure,
it's almost gluten-free chicken parm. It could be.
You could be if you use that gluten-free flour. Right. You can make that. You can make that happen. Guys, we're opening it up. We're expanding this. Make La Massacre. I do love that it's just The Massacre is the name of the film. It's so misleading, because I'm like,
is 5 people a massacre?
Not Killer Pizza.
No. Well, that's what I thought. I knew going into it that it was an ad campaign. And when it was Killer Pizza, I thought, okay, is this promoting pizza? Is this an anti-pizza thing? Yeah. I did not know.
And you know what? The answer is yes.
It is anti-pizza.
The answer is yes to all things. It is anti-crust, pro-chicken crust.
Chicken crust should be your next puppet character.
Oh man, for chicken crust, that's like Chad's like cousin that he doesn't like really want to talk to from Detroit.
No. Yeah,
it's like, oh shit, man, it's chicken crust. This is gonna be a weird night. We're gonna have fun, but we're gonna.
But no, KFC's La Massacre is basically a remake of Evil Dead.
Evil Dead,
yeah.
Because it's 5 friends in a cabin being attacked by Killer Pizza that turns you into a zombie, sort of.
There's everyone dies differently.
Yeah, the kills are great. The vibe is awesome.
Yeah,
and the effects are beautiful. You got some great gooey deaths. You have a really cool bladder effect that they do on this dude's neck that I thought was pretty spot on. Very Savini, classy. No notes. When I was done, I was like, that was great. Please do more. Make more Killer Pizza lore.
There's not any particular director I want to besmirch with this, but what I like about Masacre is how tight it is, because it is only 14 minutes.
Yeah.
But you get a lot of beats and a lot of story development in that time.
Stuffed crust, my friend. Stuffy the crust. It is a packed deep dish of dumb fun. I feel like there's a connection to somebody that worked on this movie did something right. Like, did something bigger.
Yeah, it really felt like people who knew horror and had experience with it, not that they just picked it up out of the blue and knocked it out of the park and won.
Right. It felt connected. But I want to know, because, like, there's nobody that I recognize that are in it.
Well, no, because it's a full Spanish cast. It looks like a bunch of newcomers. This was made back in 2022.
And it just says it's NYSU by Zeitgeist. That's the production company. It was created for KFC by this agency. And that's all I can get from it.
That's the whole story.
I want to know more.
That's the whole story.
I love it. I love it.
KFC was like, hey, we want to hire you guys to promote our new chicken parm thing here in Spain. And they're like, you know what we should do? We should make a horror movie and promote it. And they got away with it. But, I mean, as me and other hosts are going to talk about in this series on branded movies, lots of companies have done this as well. We're going to talk about
Mac and Me.
Mac and Me was not made by
No, it was not
McDonald's,
by McDonald's.
but you would think.
But you'd think. I'm thinking, well, Nintendo, I guess, counts now because now they have their own production company. And I guess in some form Marvel, but, like, not brands.
Yeah.
Like,
or where you're hiding the advertisement in a movie.
Like Pepsi didn't make a Pepsi movie. They've funded movies before because Pepsi funds everything because that's how they put their logos up. And then you get into that whole thing that it's like different brands will try to shit on their other brands by putting the other brand in a movie they know is bad, where it's like,
wait, really?
That's why.
Hold on, I don't know about this.
Yeah.
How can a brand make up a contract with a movie to put a different brand in?
So I don't know if this is true about Madam Web.
Oh,
I think it's true.
Wait a minute. That Pepsi did not want to be in Madam Web?
So Coca-Cola, I believe, is one of the people that are invested in Sony. I think that's right. Or they work with Marvel. I think it's Coca-Cola. Now, I could be wrong about this. But they paid to put Pepsi in the movie because it's their competitor. Now, they've done that with other movies where it's like Pepsi has paid to put Coke in a movie they know is going to be bad.
Yeah.
So that, like, they don't want to smash a Coke truck, they want to smash a Pepsi truck.
Do you know how the contract for that goes? Like, is it Pepsi gives the movie X amount of dollars and says, here, use this money to get the rights to Coca-Cola, to pay Coca-Cola for the rights to use.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. They literally pay them to get the rights to put their competitors in the films. Like, that's a thing you can do. That's how much money these guys have. And then, like, when
was the last time you watched a movie where a Coke truck got smashed? You went, well, I'm never drinking Coke again.
I think it's just them being cheeky. I think it's just them being
who?
like, yeah,
that seems
guys.
Like such a rich oligarchical kind of contest.
It is. Here's how much money these guys have, right? So back when I did a report about the Super Bowl, I believe $3 million for 1 minute, I think, is the ad time. Like, you have to spend, like, the amount of money to advertise on the Super Bowl is astronomical. It's like $3 million for 1 minute or something like that. It's something like
sure.
It's $1 million for 3. I can't remember. It's something in that realm. So you take that. Most commercials are going to run 1:30. A lot of Super Bowl commercials can get up to like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
But like you figure on average a minute and a half, maybe 90 seconds is your average thing, right? So that's going to be, let's say, $5 million, right? Then you think about how many times you see Coca-Cola, how many times you see their commercials, and then you got to figure they also had to pay for the production for that. I did one of my first big clients that I did as an actor was I did a national campaign for Tostitos. So bring the party, which is the slogan before they started doing. This is right this would have been 2017, 2016, the Super Bowl that year, whatever. It was in all the bowls. The whole concept was it was a party, and we were your party enhancers. When we did the ad, and we had 5 ads, 5 radio, we did all the bowls, and we didn't do the Super Bowl, and we were like, oh, that means that we're probably not going to keep going, because if you didn't make it to the Super Bowl, then your ad campaign's probably done. And when we found out that they were able to spend tens of millions of dollars to get us to Mexico, to shoot for a week, to put us in all of these bowls, to have all of this campaign made, and then to just go, nah, we don't want to do it anymore. That's how much money these guys have. Like, and it's insane to me to like go and watch like these campaigns and realize, yeah, Pepsi can afford to buy Coke for a movie just to shit on them.
That's insane. That's incredible.
And I think that's crazy. And but good on KFC for diving in on this, for Yum Brand to have enough money to make a horror film. Now we're thinking.
Yes.
Because I think that's smart.
I appreciate this. I was going to tell you, I'm going to send you this list, but another movie we're going to talk about is Dead Till Death, that was commissioned by Liquid Death Water.
I'm looking at it right now. Whoa.
And it's worthwhile. Like, I don't recommend this ironically. Like, look at this piece of shit movie. You'll laugh your ass off. I was surprised by the end of it. I went, this is a solid horror movie.
Whoa. Look at this. Look at this. There's so much behind this. Good for them. You know what? Good for them. Did you ever see Blackberry?
Oh,
the movie with Glenn Howard?
Not yet. It's on my list.
It is fantastic, and I want to believe that Blackberry sponsored it, but I don't think that
a lot of those did. I know in researching stuff for this branded content film festival we're doing, a lot of those are not. It was somebody wrote a script that was kind of like an op-ed, like Chad the Bird, and then they had to get permission and collaboration with the brand. Same with the Tetris movie.
Yeah, that was our double feature that day. Was we watched Tetris and Blackberry. Yeah. It's a good double feature. By the way.
Hell yeah!
And in that order, they're both
Tetris was a
movies.
Really good movie. I know most of that is sensationalized, but the true parts of it.
Okay.
The true parts of it that come through are more incredible. I like that it's a political thriller about a video game.
Yeah. The fact that part is legit, that they really had to smuggle it out of the Iron Curtain to get Tetris to America and to Game Boy, which is kind of cool. Was it as exciting as that? Probably not, but it sure felt like that, I bet, for those people. Now, we don't have pinball movies. That's my cheap attempt to segue into me extolling the virtues of pinball again. There is one. It's called The Man Who Saved the Game. Well, yeah. I mean, then there's Tommy. But, like, there's that movie called The Man Who Saved the Game, which is a documentary about pinball. It's okay. But I wish that, like, Stern or, Jersey Jack would finance a film about, like, a pinball machine that saves the day. And we could get Kostansky from Psycho Gorman, which is the last time you and I talked, to do all the effects for it. I think that'd be fun. I'm just putting it out in the ether. I'm manifesting. Evil killer.
Everybody
pinballs.
Who's listening?
I'm trying to think of another outside of like Nintendo doing The Wizard.
Yes.
Was there another movie like that was like we made this movie specifically to launch Super Mario 3?
They didn't. They got attached to it.
Right. It's like the 7-Up spot. Like the fact that the 7-Up spot had a series of video games and like a brief animated career. Like that stuff. Like we don't really do that anymore. And the fact that KFC is just like, evil pizza movie. Let's do it. Like, yes, more of this, please. And that, was it Haunt? The one that was about Fright Fest. And then so Fright Fest is the Six Flags Horror Night. So like how Disney has Halloween Horror, or Universal has Halloween Horror Nights. There's a movie about Fright Fest. Yes, and I don't think it's called Fright Fest, but it is like just shy. And then that year at Fright Fest, they had an interactive walkthrough. One of the haunted houses that they had was that movie, and I don't think that's Haunt. I don't remember what the name of it is. Hellfest. That's what it's called. It's a movie called Hellfest.
Okay,
and it is. it's the Walking Dead people did it, and it's like loosely based on what happens when you go to Fright Fest, and it's a horror film, and I think Tony Todd is in it. Lionsgate did it, I want to believe, and then when they released it, they were like, yeah, it's essentially yes, because they shot it at Six Flags. In Georgia to make this movie.
Oh,
and
okay.
then when they brought it out at all the Fright Fests, they had a Hellfest like ride that you could do. But that's as far. I mean, like outside of the Spirit Halloween movie, where it was like legitimately like, no, this is about us. I feel like there is something, and I don't know if it was like shampoo.
There's got to be a lot more,
or
but
a brand. Yes, you listener, if you're listening right here in the chat. Find us all the brand movies. Do them all right now. You have the time. Because we don't want to. But I'm going to think of like 5 more and then text you and be like,
awesome.
Oh, Jason, I forgot about this one.
I'm excited about
seriously.
that. If you're listening, we're going to have 5 more episodes after this. Josh, I really appreciate you coming back on the show for this.
Yeah,
this
man.
Is awesome.
Thank you. Anytime you get the bug, I'll hit you up about any of the weird. If I figure out what this movie is I'm thinking of, I'll be like, no, let's go. Let's get back on.
Before
Let's
you go, tell folks where they can find out more about the horror movies you and your friends talk about and Chad the Bird.
If you go to YouTube, you look up Fool for Blood, I believe is still the name, or Dr. AC, or Horror 101. That's all the same guy. Follow him on all the things. And Lucy Ball, Baal. That's another one.
That's great. I love that.
Please follow Lucy. Lucy's, one of the homies in the crew, and then Chad the Bird. Just find him on YouTube. We pinball stream. We do horror reviews. We do our usual reports, and TikTok and Instagram. You just find Chad the Bird. You'll find all these guys.
That's awesome.
We're all we're all in the gang.
Ting you again, Josh. Thanks everybody for listening.
Man. Thank you for having me.
And we'll see y'all next time. You can find all of Chad the Bird's videos on YouTube, plus check out Chad the Birdcast wherever you get podcasts. That's where you'll also find every episode of the Miscellaneous Film Festival podcast. Plus, check us out on Facebook and Blue Sky. We post clips and articles of everything we talk about on the show.